How money is printed, complete process. Part 2. So, you know to print money, there has to be a model design to guide the engravers into creating a master plastic plate. Oops! You don't know how that is done? Then pause this and watch the first part of this informative video on the money printing process. And if you do know how the master plate is formed, then let's go on now to learn what happens next. Hey guys, welcome to Information Forge, where we bring you the juiciest content. Plate making. At this stage, the operators use the master plastic plate to create hundreds of duplicate printing plates in a process called electroplating. It involves spraying the plastic master plate with a silver nitrate and immersing it into a tank already filled with a nickel salt solution. An electric current flows through for about 22 hours, and this will cause the master plate to get coated with a thin nickel plate called the alto. The engravers inspect the alto, as it must have all the features and details of the master die. The final plate that gets used for the printing itself comes as a further generation of nickel plates, till the grooves in the nickel plates are not deeper than 0.002 inches, with a margin for error of plus or minus 0.003 inches. This final plate has to be coated with a thin layer of chrome to make the plate hard and slick. Offset printing. This stage is a more recent addition to the process of printing money that involves the inclusion of background colors to the currency notes. A designer creates the master design, and this will be used by the photo engraver to duplicate the images onto a plate layout. The design goes through a series of transfer from plate layout to the offset press blankets, including through a sensitive film and a thin plate of steel, before finally getting imprinted on the press blankets. The offset press used by the BEP is the simultan press. It simultaneously prints the face and back of the notes. This press runs at 10,000 sheets per hour, with the operators confirming the consistency of the colors after every 500 impressions. It takes 72 hours after the offset printing for the paper to dry and be ready for the plate printing process. Plate printing. This stage is the second printing process where the images from the nickel plates get transferred to the banknotes. The process is a simple one. The operators add ink to the plate in such a way that only the grooves on the plate will retain the ink. Then, the plate and paper are hard pressed together at a pressure of about 20,000 pounds per square inch to transfer the finished image onto the banknotes. This step includes the printing of portraits, vignettes, numerals, scroll work, and lettering that is unique to each denomination. The back plate printing comes first with the use of green ink. It takes 72 hours for it to dry and cure, and another 10 minutes to separate the papers that are often sticking together after they dry. The next step is the front plate printing that requires black, color shifting, and metallic inks, as unique to each denomination. This next step leads to another 72 hours to allow the paper to dry and cure again. And from this time onward, the paper really does look like the dollar bill. And yeah, money just got created from trees. So, do you think you're learning a lot? Then don't forget to click the subscribe button, as we have got a lot more coming your way. After the printing, the next step is different between denominations. Generally, the $1 bill goes through a different and more recent process, while the others go through traditional steps. But all are required to go through stages of currency inspection, the printing of serial numbers, seals, and identification numbers before the final process of note packaging. These final processes in a traditional way include currency inspection to reject any note with ink spots, ink deficiencies, or smears. COPE, currency overprinting processing equipment, for the printing of 2 serial numbers, the green Department of the Treasury seal, the black Universal Federal Reserve seal, and the corresponding identification numbers, and note packaging. While for the $1 bill, all these are carried out by a single equipment complex known as the LEPE, Large Examining Printing Equipment. And that brings us to the end of our complete process of printing money. Are you still curious about a lot of things? Then share these in the comment box below and subscribe to our channel. We are dedicated to bringing you the juiciest content to satisfy all your curiosities. Also, don't forget to like this video. Till next time, viewers.